Good morning, guys. More on the migrant crisis. So I'm calling it now. I think that the United Kingdom government are going to start to pay for hotels, food, accommodation for migrants that are in France, that are in other EU countries. We're just going to start paying other countries for hotel fees, and they're all the rest of it while migrants are in other countries. Now, this is my speculation, my opinion, and my analysis. But I'll give you guys the reasons why. So this is from an article from the, from the Telegraph. France wants migrants to be able to claim UK asylum from within the EU. Interior Minister proposes safe legal routes after 12 die in latest small boat tragedy. So what they're saying now, guys, and it's absolutely farcical. It really is. So what they're saying now is, I think this is Keir Starmer's way to smash the gangs. It's just to pay people to have more money. Remember, we're paying for this, guys, with our taxes. So, and again, nothing's confirmed at this point. But remember, you can always see the seedlings and you can see the seeds and things growing in the weeds if you know where to look. And this is one of those seedlings, guys. I'll put the link in the description. So if we're opening this conversation to, migrants wanting to come to the United Kingdom, they can, as it says there, I'll just read it again. France wants migrants to be able to claim UK asylum from within the EU. So basically now, anyone in the UK, anyone that gets into the European Union from what France wants, they can just, as soon as they step foot into the EU, they're like, yep, I'm a migrant, I'm in Romania, I want to claim asylum in the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom will then say, no, you can't have asylum in the UK, but now because you filled this document online, we're going to actually pay for a hotel in Romania, pay your food, accommodation, all the rest of it while you're in, Romania. Guys, can you imagine if we had this conversation 20 years ago? Can you imagine the absolute absurdity of this? But this looks like the way we're moving forwards. And, hang on, guys. And under this new government, under this new Keir Starmer government, I'm not ruling anything out, anything as absurd as this out. Now, what we're doing at the moment, we are spending a phenomenal amount of money on on this migrant crisis. And again, it's difficult to call these people migrants because they're not migrants. Migrants are the ones who have the visas. Migrants are the ones who come here legally. Now, there's the argument there that the migrants are costing the UK taxpayer 8.5 billion £8.5 billion a year. And again, this metric it's kind of a subjective metric because a lot of that money will go back into the economy. But still, that's the amount that, people are paying. We're paying. Now, I did a video on this. I'll link it at the end. So that's the legal migration. Now, the illegal, I don't even know what to call it, illegal boat people coming over from France. What it looks like we're going to do now is, and again, we've got David Lammy in charge. So, he'll go over there and whatever happens. But I think very soon it will go under the carpet. It will go unnoticed. Nobody will talk about it. We're going to have a situation in the United Kingdom where British taxpayers are paying hotels in France, anywhere in the EU, basically, from this article. They're paying hotels to house migrants in those countries while their asylum claims goes through. Guys, can you just contextualize that absurdity? Now, and again, I've got to be realistic with this situation. This migrant crisis is not going to stop. More people will keep making this journey because the government are inept to do anything about it. Now, we can follow the why they're inept and why they don't want to do anything back. And, if you keep following that why back far enough, guys, it becomes absolutely terrifying. Anyway, so this problem's going to keep going. So what's the solution? How much money did we spend on the Rwanda project? And the government came in and just said, you know what? We're not doing it. Guys, it's painful for me to say this. could this actually be a good idea? Instead of we just pay migrants not to come here now. So we would have, so then gives you the then gives you the problem of, because this was happening in Dover anecdotally. When I was in the military, we were stationed in Dover for like like 2000, I think 2000 and I'm going to say 2000 to 2004, although those dates may be a little bit skewed with. But anyway, what we knew from living in Dover is when people came here illegally, because it was happening back in the early 2000s, when people came to the United Kingdom illegally, they would come off the boat, so however they got here, jumped out the back of a truck, they would go to the migrant reception centre, they would register themselves, give their name or whatever, and then they would go to another migrant reception centre and register themselves again. So they could claim twice the amount of whatever money they're claiming. They could claim it twice because they'd have two identities, they'd be two people, and they'd be doing it differently. Of course, over time, this would get, they would deal with this. But then, the migrants would say, oh, sorry, I don't speak English. I didn't understand the system. I was just worried, blah, blah, blah. And the people in the reception centres, they were powerless to do anything about it. Now, the problem with this article, and again, it's so absurd. I can't, normally, guys, I would just skew this over as propaganda, as ridiculous, like, ideas. But, the way we are in the moment in the United Kingdom, I really can see this happening. So we've got migrants now coming over from, and again, this is me speculating that this is happening. We've got migrants trying to claim asylum or whatever, and they get to France. Let's just go with that scenario. They're in France, they're saying, they phone up their foreign office, they're like, hey, I don't know, hey, David, yeah, I'm here, mate. I'm going to cross over. And then David's like, oh, don't bother, don't cross over. Let me pay for your hotel in France while your asylum claim goes through. Yeah, no worries, mate. So then he pays him, whatever, however that works. Then what's that asylum seeker going to do? He or whatever, migrant, whatever, he's going to get another mobile phone and phone up and give another false name. Now, how can we audit this? How is the UK government going to be able to audit this in Romania? How are we going to be able to audit this in Poland? Migrants don't really go to Poland, but you know where I'm going, guys. How are we going to be able to make sure that this money is being well spent and that these hotels are not absolutely fleecing us? Again, guys, this is just my speculation. This is just my thoughts. Nothing's official yet, but from this article, this is kind of the way we're moving forward, and this is where I see these seedlings growing. It's absolutely wild. We could have a situation in the United Kingdom where we're paying foreign countries to host migrants because the migrants say, or asylum seekers, because the asylum seekers say they want to claim asylum in the United Kingdom when they're already in a safe country. Guys, this is absolute dystopia. I can't believe I'm talking about it. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Right, guys, yeah, the gist of this video was just that. United Kingdom, I believe, very soon are going to start to pay hotel fees for migrants in other countries that claim they want to claim asylum in the United Kingdom. Absolutely wild, guys. I'll put you the links in the description. Let me know what you think, guys. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. I'm going to Mag to Grid. I'll get you guys another video later.